Welcome to Speed Round Sunday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share a mini episode from our past for your weekend listening pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode.
And today I'm going to ask you, what is the one place, whether it's a building, a community, something where you've been that you never, ever, ever want to go back to? Any thoughts on that? Does something spring to mind, or do you have to dig down into the recesses of your memories?
I don't know if I feel that vehemently about it, that I never, ever want to go back to. But someplace I feel I don't need to go back to is the land of my birth, California. I used to go back there quite a lot when my parents lived there. And I remember I think at my mom's funeral, maybe, one of her friends who, watched me grow up came over and said, you know what, we're not going to see you ever again, are we? Aww. And I kind of thought about it for a second. I said, yeah, probably not. And I haven't really looked back, I don't have bad memories of it. I have just fine memories of it, but I don't feel like I must make the, pilgrimage back to my home. I must sit in a plane for 4 hours to get back to this place that I remember so fondly. And I'll go back again sometime, but I don't feel compelled to, I guess.
You don't have an
That's
attachment.
What came to mind. Yeah. Anymore. I guess it was to the people and not to the place.
But Nicole's there now.
I'm here.
That's true. But you weren't there. You weren't there when I was there, so it's
now
disconnect.
I'm a reason to come back.
Well, you could come visit New Jersey.
California, New Jersey? Let me think about that.
It's the Garden State.
That's right.
Well, I'll think about that. Catherine?
I don't know. I was having a hard time thinking about this. The middle school that my daughter was in the last 2 years before she went to high school, I really am not that interested in going back to. But my son will be there for the next 2 years. So I guess we're all going to have to go back there.
Are you going to do a little dance when he moves up?
I might, although then that will mean he's in high school. So
that's true.
Crazy.
So true.
What's yours, Nicole? Because, we know this was inspired by something.
Yeah. You had something in mind.
Well, see, interestingly, because, if you've been listening to our podcast all week, I've had grudges against certain punks. And
apparently against places as well.
It makes me think that I would never want to go back to my high school. Ever. No. Ever. Don't want to see it. Don't want to think about it. Don't want to look at it. Because it brings up all sorts of uncomfortable memories. So that's my never want to go back to place. Mm-hmm.
I might never want to go back to my high school just because I know it's going to be so different because I am so old and it has been such a long time. I will go there expecting it to look like it did in 1977 and it will look
pretty different.
Nothing like it looked in 1777 and they'll be going, oh, that hasn't been here for 20 years, ma'am.
Terry, if I ever drive by it, I'll take a photo for you.
I've looked at it on Google Earth.
Oh, have you?
Yes. Because I have to show my East Coast children, see, kids, in Mommy's high school, the door to the classroom went outside.
Outside.
No, I didn't.
The coat hangers are outside, where the ants can crawl up into your lunch.
That's right.
So much fun.
Nice.